Welcome everybody to another wonderful episode of Spot of Nerd. We today are going to do part 1 of the Logan review. Like I said in my previous video, we have a special guest today. It's me. I know it's so scary because people are watching. Did you see Logan? Yeah, did you see Logan? What do you think of Logan? Did you like Logan? I think she loved it. We're going to do 2 parts in this. We might even do 3 parts. This movie is incredible on every level. It's got gore. It's got grief and pain and sadness, but also joy and happiness. It just shows the struggle that Logan, of course, is having with his old age, dealing with Charles, who, of course, has essentially lost his mind. In the comic books, it's actually Wolverine who kills all the X-Men. You read the comic, it's a lot more involved in terms of detail and a lot more story, but that doesn't take it away from Logan. So the coolest part about Logan, again, is because it's Xavier that has killed everybody. His brain is, quote, a weapon of mass destruction. He kills people with his brain. Again, this entire movie is fighting for just that little bit of happiness. Logan is dying. He's dealing with the fact that these claws, this adamantium that incorporates his entire body, is basically poisoning him, and that's how he's dying. We all know the Wolverine from the past movies, you know, where a simple hit or a bullet or something, he just heals like that. You know, he can't die. It's amazing just the way that the direction of this film went, because you can feel his pain. One of my favorite scenes in the entire film is you can see Logan sitting on a bed, and he's obviously got his claws out, but one of the claws hasn't retracted all the way. And you can see him, he's literally just pulling it out all the way because he's so, his body is so riddled with damage and destruction that it just doesn't work the way it used to, and I love that. But then, of course, they come across X-23, this storyline between Logan and, obviously, big spoiler if you don't know, his daughter, X-23, and it's that struggle between, you know, like, that's not possible, mutants are extinct. The gore factor. If you want to see a little girl that is just absolutely badass, go watch this film. I mean, damn. Marvel, I dip my hat off to you. Fox, of course. You know how to do a rated R film. This is exactly how you're supposed to do it. I'm gonna wrap this first part up here because, again, it would take me years to explain just how awesome this movie was. It's closing that chapter. We're gonna see these characters again in the future. Clearly, we're gonna see McAvoy hopefully in another X-Men, you know, that trilogy. We're gonna see McAvoy. We're gonna likely see those characters reborn into different actors and actresses. These characters have been with us for 17 years. And if you're like me, who just absolutely loves every bit of these films, you know, even the bad ones. Yes, there are some bad films out there that, of course, are related to the X-Men Wolverine. Not Wolverine, but Wolverine X-Men Origins. These characters have a special place in our heart. Yes, they're fiction. Yes, they don't exist. But in reality, these movies help us escape reality. If there was any way that these characters were going to go out, this movie is exactly how those characters were going to go out. Even if you took the mutant aspect out of it, if you took the X-Men aspect out of it, this movie is quite possibly top 5 best films I have ever seen in my entire life. But also go into the movie, of course, that it's going to be very depressing, it's going to be very sad. This is not a happy film. This movie is a journey. It's a journey and it's a struggle of these 2 characters that are just trying to exist. He's trying to deal with his entire life, but now, of course, it's that life that's finally caught up to him. Check it out. Part 1. I'm going to go on to part 2 in a few weeks, again, just to kind of give you a little bit more detail. I'm also maybe going to try and get some people to come into the video, and maybe we'll discuss it, their favorite parts, the worst parts, blah, blah, blah. 2 weeks, we have got WonderCon. I will be doing live posts from there. We'll obviously be doing a lot of pictures and even some giveaways. With that being said, I love everybody. Thank you so much for your support. We've broken 100 likes on Facebook. Continue to follow us on all the social medias. We will see you next time. Bye-bye. Say goodbye, Mimi. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Mimi says goodbye too.